list.
Yo, what's up guys? It's XRAYZ back again with a Battlefield 4 video for you guys, and in today's video we're actually going to be discussing if annual releases of a series actually ruin the franchise. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what the hell does that mean? This basically just means, does a game like Battlefield or a series like Call of Duty, does having an annual release every year ruin the game? Does it ruin the anticipation, or does it really diminish the quality of the game having to do that? Now, there are multiple reasons for this. There are multiple different aspects that you can look at this. One from like a hype or a anticipation point, and another one from the actual quality of the game. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering what this means, and this basically means, first of all, for the anticipation, if we know that there's going to be a Call of Duty game or a Battlefield game every single year, then the anticipation for that really doesn't really show up anymore. It's not like a series like Mario or Super Smash Brothers or Zelda, games like those that, you know, they kind of pop up every once in a while in E3, and a lot of people are like, holy crap, there's a new Mario coming out this year, I can't wait, and they start getting pumped. They start getting pumped for a game that doesn't release all the time. Now, that's one aspect to a game selling well. There are games like, for instance, Grand Theft Auto 5, that Grand Theft Auto 4 came out a long time ago, and it released, and it got like over $1 billion in sale in the very first day, and that's because the game isn't, you know, put out there all the time for people to buy. That's one of the first reasons that a lot of games kind of, I guess you could say, fail, that they start releasing games on an annual level. Now, there are ways to get around this, and this is what I really want to talk about today. Call of Duty, Activision, they announced that they're going to have a 3-year cycle within Call of Duty. They're going to be actually allowing 3 developer companies work on Call of Duty games. So it's going to be Infinity Ward, it's going to be Treyarch, and it's going to be now Sledgehammer Games. Sledgehammer Games were the ones who helped make Modern Warfare 3. They were involved towards the end of the making of Modern Warfare 3 after the developers within Infinity Ward decided to leave due to a difference in creativity or something like that. They were really complaining, they got mad, and they ended up going and making their own company, which was Respawn, which is Titanfall, which is going to be coming out soon, which is a game that, from what I understand, is going to not have annual releases of the game, so you really have to take advantage of this. Now, how does this pertain towards Battlefield? Now, before, Battlefield used to be where a Battlefield game would come out and it would be like a year, a couple of years, sometimes it felt like it was more than a couple of years before another Battlefield game would come out, and it feels like now, it feels like it's starting to come out a lot more consistently. We had Battlefield 3 the year before, and then Battlefield 4 a year later, so it kind of feels like they're trying to get to that point where it's going to be a Battlefield game every year. Again, this could be a change in the future. I did hear a post where where EA mentioned that they wanted to have 3 big hitters. So they were going to have Battlefield, they were going to have Titanfall, which they said that they're really impressed with, and they're hoping it's going to be a big game. And then they're going to have Star Wars Battlefront, which is basically like Star Wars version of Battlefield. So they're saying that they want those 3 to be the 3 key pillars of their company. So this could mean either one, where it's going to be, you know, Battlefield comes out, and then the next game is going to be Titanfall, and then the next game is going to be Star Wars Battlefront. In my opinion, a game that releases every year can be a successful game. Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to always be the most selling game. It just means that it could be a successful game. You know, we see examples like Call of Duty, where Call of Duty came out, and every single year it started to top how much money it made. You know, before, Modern Warfare 2, most selling game, and then Black Ops came out, most selling. Modern Warfare 3, most selling. Black Ops 2 came out, and it was the most selling game, and it was insane because it was, at that point, the most selling piece of, I guess, entertainment that was out at the time. And now, with Call of Duty Ghosts coming out, it didn't top Black Ops 2. It didn't beat it in sales, which is ridiculous, and it's still, to this point, I think, the kind of most hated Call of Duty game to exist. So, if we take example from this, I think that annual releases are okay. They're good in the short term, but in the long term, they kind of come back and bite you in the ass. So hopefully Battlefield doesn't do that. Hopefully they don't decide to do an annual release thing, or they decide to kind of take pauses in between, so it doesn't take away from the anticipation of the game and the overall build of the game. Because another thing that happens when you have annual releases is that you have developers rushing to make the game. And we see examples like Battlefield, where the game was released in anticipation to Call of Duty Ghosts coming out, and they wanted to beat it to the punch, and the game came out with a bunch of bugs and a bunch of issues that people complained about. So we'll see how that happens. I think annual releases can be okay if they are taken to a level of what EA wants to do, with the 3 pillars being Battlefield, Battlefield, Titanfall, and Star Wars Battlefront. And of course, now what we're seeing with Call of Duty, where they're having 3 developers, so now they have a lot more time to work on their games. But anyways, guys, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think games can be okay as annual releases if they have enough years in between so they can build the game, kind of like what Activision and Call of Duty are trying to do right now? Or do you think that no matter what, having an annual release of the game takes away from it, or it takes away from its legitimacy as a good game? But anyways, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to slap a like on this video. It helps the channel grow and it helps the video get out there for other people to enjoy. And also, if you guys are new and you enjoy these kinds of videos, Battlefield and Call of Duty and Titanfall once the game comes out in March, then remember to subscribe so you won't miss a single video. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'm XRAYZ. I'm out. Peace.